Hey, what's up, everybody? This is the DeFi enthusiast here. Welcome to the channel, guys. I hope you're all doing well. So the price of Bitcoin at the time of this recording is $60,412. The Bitcoin dominance is at 54.5%. We were expecting what we call an Uptober according to historical charts, which is basically a bullish October. But at the moment, things are on a dip. However, I do feel that probably around in a week or so, we should be seeing a more bullish momentum and more green candles, in my view. Again, none of this anything that I say is not financial advice. Please do your own research. But as they always say, when there is a dip in the market, it's always the best time to accumulate your favorite altcoins or whatever projects that you're buying, and you can really dollar cost average into them and have a greater position. So with that said, tokenization of real world assets is going to be one of the biggest narratives. We already covered a lot of great projects in our Patreon, and we continue to give those projects in our Patreon as well. But this one I came across this one, which I feel is one which is not being talked about enough, and it's definitely one of those projects that I'm bullish on personally, and I feel it's one of the best RWA projects in the space, one of the best RWA crypto projects for sure. And I'm talking about IX Swap. So this is real world asset tokenization launchpad and DEX. Invest and trade real world asset tokens of startups and for all investors. So invest in your first deal for as low as $1 with your IX Swap launchpad. We're changing the way you can invest in these private markets. By removing the high entry costs, we've essentially democratized access to these private assets, allowing you, our everyday investor, to participate in your first real-world asset token. Then live deals. These are the deals that are going on right now. If you click on invest, you can go through that. There's a whole KYC process. You'll have to connect to your MetaMask wallet as well, and then do your KYC in order to participate, which is a requirement because they are truly covering everything. According to Security and Exchange Commission laws, they're covered in terms of regulation. They are really bridging the gap between CeFi and DeFi, as in traditional finance and decentralized finance, which I think is really amazing. That's where mass adoption takes place, guys, and I feel that IX Swap really has something going for it where it can really cover that. So far, some of the closed deals here are already written, like Coach K, which is helmed by an elite team of professionals handpicked for their profound expertise and passion for the gaming and blockchain industry. So this is a gaming project which has been, which went through an entire pre-sale via their launchpad. Then we got Fraxio, which is a SEA Solar Series 1, is the first in a series of ESG-related security tokens backed by real-world assets and applications. Tau Digital, TauRx is TauRx is a leading biotech company focused on developing innovative treatments for Alzheimer's disease and other neurodegenerative conditions. Enter the world of RWAs in just 3 steps. To submit your personal details, submit your secondary details as in proof of address, and then verify your documents. Take a selfie, and with your passport and all that good stuff. Then you can invest in a real world asset token. Connecting all investors to new horizons. A variety of products open up unique investment opportunities, staking, bridge, on-chain tokenized portfolios, secondary trading, IXS Launchpad, IXS token, liquidity solution. IXS token is the native currency for the IX Swap ecosystem and stands at the core of our products. Growth of our products and service equals growth of our token. And guys, so liquidity solutions for security tokens, SaaS, staking and liquidity mining, security token exchange, IXS Launchpad, fractionalized NFTs platform. So they have really cool features here, guys. Basically security tokens and crypto trading of security tokens and cryptocurrencies through our security token exchange. That's possible now. Then you've got DeFi liquidity staking, liquidity solution, DeFi liquidity solution, automated market makers and liquidity pools purpose built for security tokens and tokenized assets. iAccess Launchpad, next generation crowdfunding platforms through security tokens and fractionalized NFTs. Interchain operability, wrapper token technology allowing for cross-chain asset trading, unlocked value, earn extra income from your idle assets through our liquidity mining and staking programs, regulatory compliant partnerships with licensed intermediaries to deal with the nuances of regulations. So they've pretty much covered a lot of ground here, guys. You can see some of their partners here are some great partners here: Atlas One, First Digital, InvestaX, Umbrella, Super Oracles, Alpha Impact, Alliance Block, Copper, HKVX, Legidity, LickVD, Realtize, Nova, Synopsys Company, Token City, Faculty Group, and there's you can even click on their website. I'm going to leave a link to it. You can check all the investors and partners that they have so far. And what's really also, so when we go to their overview, iXswap is a next generation platform that leverages DeFi services backed by CeFi regulatory compliance to facilitate the safe and convenient issuance, listing, and trading of real-world assets. By bridging the gap between traditional finance and innovative blockchain-based solutions, iXswap is paving the way in democratizing access to traditional financial markets. iXswap is the world's leading RWA tokenization platform that provides liquidity pools and automated market making functions purpose-built for regulated digital securities like real-world asset tokens. Our platform is the first TradeFi and DeFi bridge that facilitates the trading of digital securities via licensed broker dealers and custodians across jurisdictions. So, guys, if we click on the core team behind iXswap has built over 15 plus companies between our members who all have vast experience across the capital market and the blockchain space. They are a passionate group of hardworking and fun individuals spread out all over the world, working fully remote to build the next generation of finance. Launched in 2021 and funded through the IXS utility token, iXswap has attracted a great team comprising more than 25 people, covering blockchain engineering, economics, capital markets, legal, compliance, operations, technology, and marketing. Julian Kwan is the Chief Executive Officer. Julian is a 7-time startup founder and believes in a tokenized world for all assets. Previous startups include social media technology, real estate, investments and development, prop tech, and blockchain. He believes iXswap delivers key infrastructure to bring CeFi and DeFi together to create an explosion of value never seen before. And then we've got Aaron Ong here, and he is the Chief Strategy Officer. Over 80 years of capital market and investment advisory experience at top-tier banks such as UBS, DBS, and Bank of Singapore, and advising and investing across all asset classes, including traditional financial instruments and cryptocurrencies. Then Alice Chen, she is the General Counsel with over 17 years of corporate and legal experience across multiple jurisdictions. Alice is an accomplished lawyer. She has worked at major international firms such as DLA Piper and Skadden Arps. Alex Susser, I hope I'm pronouncing the name correctly, Chief Technology Officer, over 10 years of experience in technology development and leading research and development teams that focus on blockchain and machine learning projects, currently also acting as a CTO for Titanium Technologies. Then we've got Asaf Yosifov, Managing Partner, over 18 years of experience managing complex projects using both local and offshore development teams, developing products in diverse fields such as telecom, education, gaming, network, travel, finance, and more. Currently CEO of Titanium Group, which has 6 branches and more than 110 engineers. So guys, basically, so what's really interesting here is if we look at the roadmap as well, let's have a look at the roadmap. This was updated in April 2024. Seems like. So at least on the white paper. I'm sure there's more. Actually, there are more updates on their website, guys. Token 2049 in Dubai, they were a part of that offline conferences in Bangkok, Mission Log, and Cosmic Bridge, KYC upgrade, tokenization in Manila, Fair Launch, Astro Point System, Supply Drop, Interplanetary Marketplace, and they're still developing, guys. They're doing a lot of really, really cool things. If we have a look at their, for example, if we look at IX Swap right now, let's look at IX Swap, and yeah, there we go. So right now, if we look at the tokenomics here, the circulating supply is 180 million. The market cap is 100,490,743. The fully diluted valuation is 100,490,743. So max supply is also 180 million, and total supply is also 180 million. Circulating supply 180 million. So all the tokens are in complete circulation, guys. You can buy these on Uniswap, and you can, of course, if we look at it, you can buy it on Uniswap. You can buy it on QuickSwap. On the Polygon network. You can buy it on Bitmart. You can buy it on CoinEx, BTSC, Poloniex, and then there's Matcha for Ethereum, and and for Polygon as well. That's another DEX. And but yeah, the best place in the DeFi space is to buy it via Uniswap, in my opinion. And I think, and if you want to go centralized, you don't know how to use a DEX, then Bitmart or CoinEx. I would say even CoinEx. Actually, CoinEx is a better deal. So yeah, these are my thoughts on this. As we can see, about 12 months ago, the project was at 0.009, and then 6 months ago, it flew all the way up to 83 cents. So people made some serious money there, I would say. But it's only the beginning for a project like this, guys, because of what they're doing. So the security token, so IX Swap is the world's first platform to provide regulatory compliant liquidity pools and automated market making functions for security tokens and fractionalized NFTs. They're a bridge for CeFi DeFi that facilitates the trading of security tokens through licensed custodians and security brokers. And the effects of tokenization on private assets. Tokenization of private assets unlocks the value interest in the asset, which is inaccessible in illiquid traditional markets. At the same time, tokenization also increases its liquidity as fractions of the asset cannot be traded. So what's really cool is, guys, not only can you invest in a complete asset, but you can also, invest in fractional NFTs and fractional tokenization. Basically, the concept of fractional ownership is that you have a bit of a piece of the pie, rather than having the entire thing. But you still are able to have some skin in the game, if you know what I mean. So, for example, if you were able to, there was some tokenized stock, and you didn't want the complete share, but you wanted a fraction of it, you could do that. Or if it was presented to you as a tokenized asset or a tokenized NFT, basically an NFT, all of that is possible through IX Swap, which I think is really, really cool. The key challenges of the STO industry at the moment, as in security token offerings, is lack of liquidity. The STO and NFT markets are currently plagued by low liquidity, which causes high slippage and pricing inefficiencies. Long investment horizons with minimal utility. Global investors with own STOs and NFTs have long investment horizons, leading to idle assets with minimal utility, significant capital outlay. Investors who want to participate in the market need significant capital outlay to obtain exposure to the highly priced NFTs. Lack of regulated markets. This is currently a lack of regulated markets and platforms for alternative assets, as these assets are illiquid. Traditionally, there has never been a market for alternative assets. Lack of transparency in price discovery. By nature, the financials for private markets are not reported as thoroughly compared to public markets, leading to a lack of transparency and price discovery opportunities. And securitization of digital assets. There has been significant debate in recent times surrounding the classification of NFTs and whether or not they are securities. While NFTs involving linked art alone are more akin to a collectible, the rights attached can mean that they may take an attribute of a financial product. OpenSea, one of the world's largest NFT marketplaces, stopped the trading of the DAO Turtles project due to financialization concerns amidst uncertainties about whether or not these assets can be considered securities. So in an op-ed by Merav Ozer of CoinDesk, she explained that there is no straightforward answer when it comes to treating NFTs as securities, and that applying one encompassing rule for all NFTs may stifle innovation or impede global economic growth. So, you guys can read through all of this. I'm going to leave a link to the white paper, but I'm just going to look at the main points here, guys. The solution is the IX swap, as we can see, and so if liquidity pools are non-custodial assets, crypto liquidity pools play an essential role in the decentralized finance ecosystem. In particular, when it comes to decentralized exchanges, liquidity pools are a mechanism by which users can pool their assets in a DEX's smart contract to provide asset liquidity for traders to swipe between currencies. Liquidity pools provide much needed liquidity, speed, and convenience to the DeFi ecosystem. Then we've got the automated market makers. AMMs are part of the decentralized finance ecosystem, allowing digital assets to be traded in a permissionless and automatic way by using liquidity pools rather than a traditional market of buyers and sellers. AMM users supply liquidity pools with crypto tokens whose prices are determined by a constant mathematical formula. This formula is similar to the classic exchange rate formula but looks otherwise. Where K is presenting a constant balance of assets, this formula regulates token prices, meaning that a decrease of availability token A and an increase of available token B will increase the token A exchange price for token B. Such a structure means that token prices are regulated by the principle of supply and demand. When high demand on token A raises its price, considering that there are more exchanges of token B to token A, liquidity pools are non-custodial assets. So there's a diagram here, guys, as you can see, and then liquidity pools for custodial assets, security tokens. The key difference between liquidity pools for cryptocurrencies and STOs is the introduction of a third-party licensed custodian for security tokens. Given the complexities and the need for a shared registry for security tokens, dealing and trading STOs require licensed brokers and custodians to facilitate these transactions. And volatility migration mechanism. Migration mechanisms represent a process that reduces and eliminates long-term risks to people and property from some dangers like extreme price changes that could happen due to the principles of how token prices are estimated conform to the next formula. Exchange rate A is equal to amount of currency B over amount of currency A. And with the enhanced version of this formula set in the core of the AMM token, A balanced then multiplied by token B, balance is equal to K. At least that's what it looks like. Where K is representing a constant balance of assets, this structure leads to the problem of price regulation when big swaps of the tokens are able to cause extreme changes in the token prices and therefore decline pool price distribution from following the external markets and lead to the total elimination of the pool activity due to broken pool parameters. And then the AMM problem of why migration is required. A transaction size can lead to a negative impact on the price distribution and cause great deviation. Deviation depends on the size of pool reserves. Considering that there can be some external factors causing extreme changes in token prices, it is required to set an algorithm that will be able to smooth price distribution and be adaptive to the market changes. For example, in the case below, there is the same transaction performed on the same pool with different reserve sizes. And here we have that example here, folks, as you can see. Then a regulation algorithm must adapt in such a manner that the first case could be blocked because of a big price impact, and in the second case, transaction would not be blocked considering price distribution before the reviewed one. Mitigation mechanism working, So guys, there is a lot to read here. You guys can read it for yourselves. and I'm just going to look at some of the main things here, guys. Which I find are very, 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 very interesting, guys. So the one thing here is that if we look at this, there's a launch pad we've discussed. You can list your security token offerings on IXSwap or your projects and all of that. And there's a launch pad, of course. If you don't know what a launch pad is, a launch pad is basically a platform where money is raised for a certain particular project. In this case, lots of real world assets can raise money for their project. So this is really cool. Then we've got the utility for the tokens. Basically for the IXS tokens, IXS token is a native currency on IXSwap. IXS liquidity providers will receive a share of the swap fees generated by the pool. So every transaction that takes place, if you're providing liquidity, via your IXS tokens, then you'll receive a share of the swap fees generated by the pools. Maximum token supply 180 million with built-in deflationary economics. So there's a burning mechanism here and a deflation. So basically, this is a deflationary token. That means the supply over time will decrease. Actually, thus, if there is a lot of action going on here, then that means the price of the tokens is going to appreciate, of course. Then we've got transaction fees generated on the platform are contributed to both Solar and Moon vaults. The IXS token is planned to be the native token for the Investor X centralized exchange. Stake IXS to receive RWA tokens from our launch pad. And then we've got the deflationary economics. Built-in deflationary economics. The IXS token has a distinct deflationary economics function to ensure that value is created for our token holders the more the IXSwap platform is used. A portion of the fees collected from every IXS service will contribute towards the Moon and Solar vaults. Why deflationary economics? Traditional systems like central banks can continuously issue money. As a result, this creates a constant devaluation of a currency over time as governments constantly increase the money supply in the market. The IXS token, similar to Bitcoin, is deflationary, so its value will increase over time as demand for IXS growth. The value of the IXS token will also occur over time the more that the IXSwap platform is used. The Moon Vault, a portion of the total fees accumulated on the IXSwap platform will be sent to the Moon Vault and utilized to buy back IXS token on the open market at regular intervals throughout the calendar year. Solar Vault, a defined fee contribution generated by IXSwap platform services will be sent to the Solar Vault and will be permanently locked up or burned to permanently remove a portion of IXS tokens from the available supply. And so the security token swaps fee 1% of the total swap value, 5% of the fee is used to buy back IXS, 5% of the fee is used to buy back and burn IXS. Liquidity pool listing fee 4 digits, 5% of the fee is used to buy back IXS, 5% of the fee is used to buy back and burn IXS. Launchpad listing fee 5% of the total sum raised, 15% of the fee is used to buy back IXS, 15% of the fee is used to buy back and burn IXS tokens. So plenty of buybacks and burns here, guys. And so yeah, this is really interesting, guys. And we've already discussed their partnerships, and they're bringing real world assets, in a tokenized manner, which is really the goal of RWAs. They already have the regulations down. They have brokers, they have intermediaries, that can handle the regulatory side, and you guys can take care of your DeFi function. You guys can take care of all the DeFi features that are already available to you via their app. As you can see, this is the app here, guys. Let's just have a look at it. Let's just have a brief look at it. So while it's loading, I'm gonna tell you guys about this thing. So the security pools are a decentralized financial mechanism in the realm of cryptocurrencies designed to enhance the security and stability of digital asset transactions. These pools serve as collective resources where Participants contribute their funds to mitigate risk associated with various crypto-related activities. So these are the pools here right now, guys, and they're only going to grow as time goes by and more adoption takes place. And then, you know, they've got the launch pad here. And we're going to have a look at that as well while that is happening. Yeah, invest in startups and other unicorn-like opportunities. So SCR1 is a tokenized offering representing fractional ownership of high-income generating YouTube channels in South Korea. So this is what's going on right now. You know, you guys can actually invest in this at the moment. You know, if you do your KYC and you connect your wallet and stuff, then you've got the tokenized net profits from luxury wine collection. This is another one. Then there's TSL Studios, an epic international movie. You guys can read all about this, guys. Like movie made, you know, project fundraise, minimum investment, investing token USDT, so on and so forth. And you know, these are the ones that have been done. So they are a product. They are a project that is really right now. It's actually doing the job that is needed. And you know, you can add liquidity here, guys. If you have the tokens, this is the swap and trade function here. You know, this is the swap. You know, you can choose whichever token, select a token to swap, and then there's staking. Of course, staking, which is actually on base chain, and you'll be able to stake your IX swap tokens on base chain. So, guys, there's a lot of, you know, some really cool stuff here. What they're able to do with their fractional investing is allow you to, you know, take part in real world assets, invest in them. But you don't even if you don't have a lot of money, you can, you know, fractionally invest. You can really take part in all sorts of real world assets that are going to be tokenized. They're going to be available on this on IX Swap, and you know, they have some really strong partnerships, good backing as well, a doxxed team, a pretty decent market cap right now. And you know, this is definitely, again, anything I say is not financial advice, so just be careful. But I think we could definitely see a 30 to 40x from here, you know, if all goes well, because you know, the RWA market is going to go insane once we're in a proper bull run. The real world assets, you know, narrative, you know, tokenization of real world assets, you know, you know, this narrative is going to really fly. So in my view, IXSwap is one of the best RWA crypto projects in the scene, and this is definitely one that you should consider looking into, guys. And I hope this video was useful for you. I hope you found some alpha here. We have a lot of other cool RWA projects in our Patreon that we haven't given out to the public. You guys should check them out. You know, join our Patreon. It's only a price of one lunch in the month. Really, it costs you nothing, and you can make life-changing money. Of course, no guarantees, but it's, you know, it's been done, and you know, people have made money through us, and they will continue to make money through us, and so will we. You know, with this upcoming bull run, guys. So you know, you always want to be ahead of the game. We give some of the best updates in the crypto markets. We give some good technical analysis as well. So you know, decent market analysis, proper fundamental analysis of many projects. As you can see, I went into a deep dive here on IXSwap. And I hope this, you know, raised your awareness of the real world asset narrative, the tokenization of real world assets. And I believe that IXSwap is definitely going to be one of the best RWA projects in the space, as they're really prepared. They know what they're doing, and I wish the team the very best. This is not a sponsored video. I just really liked what I saw, so that's why I talk about it. And that's another reason why you should be joining our Patreon, because of course, you know, I could be wrong. I'm human, but you know, my opinions are my own. They're not, you know, shilled, or you know, I'm not a shiller. I don't get paid to say to say nice things about a project. I only talk about things that are truly, in my view, worthy of being talked about. So this is me, the DeFi enthusiast, signing out. I hope that you have a wonderful day or night wherever you are. Take care of yourselves, guys. Have a good day or night. All right, take care. Bye.